One of my friends always calls it the zoo. So there's always lots of activity, lots of running, laughing. We've got dogs, so it's just kind of chaos all the time. The youngest is Grayson, he's 6 months old. Gabriella, she's 5. And then we have Michaela, who's 11. And Christopher would be 16 right now. It started during football season. He just wasn't feeling right. He was tired all the time, and he didn't want to be. And we didn't really know what was going on. The doctor prescribed an antidepressant. They thought, oh, maybe he has a little bit of depression. Maybe that's what's going on, because they couldn't physically find something wrong with him. The time period that we kind of knew something was wrong with him was very short, till the time of his death. After the fact, we looked through all the, like literature on suicide and, what are the signs, and really there were none. I think it's changed our family. We're not the same people that we were 2.5 years ago.
I miss his jokes and stuff like that, because I don't think there's anyone that's as funny as him.
For us, we have been, and still are, so immersed in our own grief that we really didn't know how to help Michaela. Services provided by the Charles Kubly Foundation helped us know that there was someone there who could help us on our journey.
At Camp Soul, when I was getting there, I felt really nervous because I was afraid I wouldn't know anyone and I didn't know what to expect. And knowing that other people have lost somebody that they love and that they have to grieve about it too. So that made me feel better because I sort of felt like I was the only one. I used to be afraid to talk to my mom about my feelings and things like that because I didn't know really how to, but then when I went to Camp Soul, I learned how to express how I feel and stuff like that instead of just keeping it all bunched up inside of me.
I know at the time of Charlie's death that he never would have thought his death would have impacted our family the way that it did. And I know that he would be amazed at what we've been able to do in his name, in his honor. We've been told that the conversation is broadening, especially within the Milwaukee community, and we'd like to think that we do have a hand in that. People know, at the very least, that they can come to our foundation if they've heard of us, and we will do our best to guide them to whatever resources we think are best suited to help them. The Next to Normal production at the Rep was really one of the first artistic programs that we sponsored.
Next to Normal is a musical that is essentially about a family unit that are dealing with a mental health issue, in this particular case bipolar, and the impact that it has on that family and the people associated around them. The Kubly Foundation's support for us was fantastic on twofold, really. First off, the obvious was that they gave us money to be able to make our show even stronger and also explore more fully some of the things, the extended conversations that we wanted to have.
We sponsored and staffed a resource table outside that was available during the intermission as well as afterwards. It really just provided resources within the community and places to go to seek help.
It did encourage people to talk more and talk about the issues that are still a stigma in society. It's an organization that does so much good. It's even difficult to quantify how much good it does and how essential it is and what a lifeline it offers to people who often are in a situation where they feel there is no hope for them.
We're making a difference and things are changing.
I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you.
Without the services provided by funds from the Charles Kubly Foundation, I think that we would be kind of frozen in time. We wouldn't be able to progress and learn to live with our loss. We would be stuck.
I still remember my brother and look up to him as a role model because I'm starting to do a lot of things that he did, like a lot of jokes, and then people are like, oh my gosh, I remember when your brother did that. And it makes me feel happy because I know that I'm sort of like him.